I'm sitting here watching Dr. Phil on TV as I do every morning, half the day as I write. And there's a mother on there with three daughters. They lost their father, and two of them used drugs. Now, Dr. Phil blows my mind most times, but he just went way above this morning when he said to the girl after she admitted that she bought drugs on the plane and she snorted drugs within his building or his corporation, wherever they house him at. And he seemed to find so much wrong with that. Yeah, of course it's wrong. But what else did he expect for her to do? She's a drug addict. All she knows is drugs. And no drug addict using heroin want to be sick. So they going to try to use them drugs anywhere. They going to take them anywhere. And for Dr. Phil to get that upset because she admitted that she brought drugs into his complex and on that plane blew my mind. That's when you separate the addict from the doctor. From a doctor that ain't really been through the norms of addiction. I mean, how can you get that upset with an addict that brings drugs on the plane and into your business if you know they got a habit? And a heroin addict ain't gonna be sick if they can help it. And for him to get that upset about it, it made me wonder, what kind of doctor, what kind of rationale is that he used today on that program? She knew she was wrong when she bought the drugs. She knew she was wrong when she used them. And most of all, she knew she was wrong when she traveled across state lines to have it with her so she wouldn't be sick on that show. She knew all of this. But yet and still, when she admitted it, his reaction was the reaction of an innocent. Now, how can a doctor that he say been through so much have that much innocence in him that he got that excited that she admitted that she brought those drugs on that plane? Come on, Dr. Phil. You always talk about how many years you've been doing this. Is anything sinking in? Are you getting this inside of you? Are you, Dr. Phil? Because there come a time when a doctor is supposed to realize that that's just going to be it, until they finally say, well, I'm not using and get help. But all that arguing and ranting and raving that Dr. Phil did this morning on March the 3rd, no, on March the 2nd, 2015, just before 12 a.m., 12 p.m., was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Thank you. From an ex-addict who would have did anything to have her drugs with her at any time in anybody's house, anybody's company, until I got sober 15 years ago. Thank you. Pat the poet, the life teller, Robbins.